project name is carrier ring width variation. This we have taken it as a Six Sigma project, sir. This is our company overview. Our company, Automotive Axles Limited, is established in April 21st, 1981. Location is Mysore, sir. This is just overview of our company, sir. Next. Explanation about terminology. This is the axles we are going to manufacture in our company. An axle receives power from the engine through a transmission system and the propeller shaft and divides torque and distributes it onto the wheels. It also bears the weight of the vehicle and cargo. This actually we are manufacturing in our company, sir. This is our product. Next, our project line is housing line. We have taken the project in housing line. What you are seeing the photographs of the housing. This is actually manufacturing in our line, that is housing department. There we have taken it as a Six Sigma project in our line within the department. This is actual problem, that is the ring width. We can see the, I have shown in the photograph mentioning that the ring width. It is very important dimension. It will affect in the fit form function. If the carrier ring width, we have to maintain the carrier ring width to avoid the carrier mounting hole wall thickness less. Also puncture leads to leakage issue, and also ring width variation, and then bore and clear, it leads to driver assembly in the, and binding issue also problem will occur in the assembly. This is what our issue. SIPOC, that means our supplier is from store. We have received the material. Input material is housing halls, rings and cover. Process is housing seam weld we do, and then rough bore and facing operation. Then ring and cover we do weld, and then friction weld, bearing die grinding. Next operation is carrier finish boring. Output of the product is finished housing. That is the finished housing is the output. Our customer is naturally axle assembly department. Voice of customer. Why we are doing this project, we are explaining here, sir. Our customer is internally, that is axle assembly department. Customer, what is the requirement is on-time delivery of housing for axle assembly. What is the need to meet daily production target? Why it need to meet sales requirement? How is the situation handled by compensating in extra shift? As same thing, sales on-time delivery of axles to achieve on-time and in full delivery to improve customer satisfaction, and then by compensating extra shift in case of any appropriate situations. And management expectation, reduction of rework cost, loss elimination to reduce the losses. If any rework is there, you have to do rework done to correct the defect. Next, our Six Sigma project actual this thing starts. Problem selection. Basically, we have done Pareto in our line rejection, whatever the top five we have selected first. Top five within the top five, it is carrier ring width variation is the second highest rejection in our line. First one is bearing dia seating diameter undersize issue. Second one is carrier ring width variation, key position like that. So problem selection. Bearing dia undersize type 4 problem, DMAX system, carrier ring width variation also, this is a type 4 problem. Define. This is the project planning. Define, measure, analyze, improve, control. We have a structured manner of planned start date, actual start date, and actual completion date also we have mentioned. All the status we have completed. Define. Problem statement. Carrier ring width variation is the problem. Impact score of the project is 50.5%. We arrived from this chart, 50.5%. We arrived in this chart, select type of project, nature of project, impact of internal customer, impact on external customer, data oriented analysis, cross-functional rating, expected saving in rules, lakhs, and then business baseline in ppm. This impact is 50.5%. That is comes in within the medium impact. Basically, first we have selected the part number for the project Volvo 160 model. Part number is C3121 WC 933 934. We have also suspected scientific reason for the problem is uneven material removal during the boring operation. Current average rejection in ppm for last 6 months we have collected, that is 10,752 ppm for the Volvo housing. Our target is the 80% reduction. That means it has to come down to 2,150 ppm. It is our smart goal. And then project stage where the problems detection is boring operation. Annual saving is 3,36,000. This is our process flow diagram. First we do straddle facing, that means rough bore and facing operation, then ring and cover weld, double end facing, inside cover welding, friction weld, flange stacker weld, and then the cool zone straightening, bearing dia grinding, flange turning. Finally, boring operation. Here the actual problem detection and generation will happen. Then now keyway, flange drilling, dynol, and bracket welding operation. Measure maximum and minimum rejection in the month percentage for the last 6 months. Maximum rejection occurred in the month of September 19. There is 0.23 rejection, 0.23%. Minimum rejection was October 19, in the month of October 19, 0.03. Suspected lost manufacturing stage where the problem is generated with boring operations. Measure. If the concentration chart is applicable, conclusion based on the concentration is not applicable, sir. And number of lines, presses, and machines used suspected lost manufacturing stage creating problem is 3. 3 machines is there in the same line. And the number of stream within the equipment is 1. Response is variable. Specification, maximum 4 mm dia variation allowed. This is the actual photograph to understand the carrier ring width variation at the boring operation. You can see the marks on the ring area. If you see the A1, B, B1, C, C1, we measure in the opposite area. If suppose A and A1 width we measure, the difference between the width variation should be within 4 mm. That is the actual requirement, sir. We check 4 points on the 4 points and the housings. This is monthly overall rejection trend for the period from May 19 to June 19. This P chart, same data we put it in the P chart. This is the value and graph. Abnormality and rejection. This is the monthly rejection trend for Volvo model only from September 19 to June 20. In the month of September 2, this P chart for the particular Volvo 160 housing, that is production versus rejection percentage.
The P chart is
P chart.
The P chart is used to check whether there is any abnormality in the rejection for the months considered.
Suspected sources of variation for the physical phenomenon of the problem: housing leg length variation, material abnormality; bore center shift variation, material abnormality; machine abnormality variation, process abnormality.
These are the 3 SSVs, suspected source of variation we identified. From this, we need to confirm which is the root cause.
Whether it is variable or attribute, we are showing here, sir. Housing leg length is all variables only.
Variable means it can be measured using a metric system.
Analyze. Tools we have used PPSS, product process search, housing leg length, bore center shift,
And for checking the machine abnormality,
machine
we have used
abnormality, multivariate analysis, sir. Objective to check whether machine or process abnormality is causing the problem. Multivariate analysis. With the multivariate analysis, this is the result. Part to part variation was 4.3 mm, and the machine to machine variation was 2 mm, and time to time variation is 1.4 mm. Conclusion is part to part variation is more than machine to machine variation, that is more than time to time variations. This is the ideal. So conclusion is part to part variation is the highest. Further root cause analysis is required. So analysis 2, our objective to check whether housing leg length contributing to carrier ring width variation. This is actually, you can see the drawing, shoulder to shoulder 1625 plus or minus 3 mm, and leg length is 812.5. That we are going to measure during the process whether it is reflecting on the defect. This is the leg length. You can see the counter.
This is the use of the product process search tool. So here we have checked leg length before the boring operation, track the housing through the process, and then after boring operation, we've checked the our response, that is carrier ring width. Then we are relating our response to the leg length, whether it is a contributing cause or not.
All our count is within 6, sir. That's why the cause is eliminated here. Analyze 3 to check whether bore center shift is contributing to our carrier ring width variation. Tools used is product process search. Here you can see here also count is 5, but if you remove the abnormal component, that is the top 2, the count neglecting the abnormal component, the count becomes 9.
So from this, we suspect that center shift could be the root cause, could be one of the cause. So to confirm that, we are doing
to confirm that
test.
again, we have done a 2T test. The value came 0.048. P value is less than 0.05. Therefore, the cause is confirmed, or there is a difference in the data between two categories.
That is between the good category and the bad category. To confirm once more, we've checked whether there's a relation between center shift and ring width. That is done using the fitted line plot. From the fitted line plot, we can see that there is a linearity relationship, and the R square value is 27.5%. So greater the R square value, greater the relationship, or the model fits good in the regression model. So from this, we understood that center shift actually is affecting the carrier ring width variation.
So conclusion, bore center shift after straddle facing is a confirmed cause. Bore center shift less than 1 mm provides better results based on PPS, 2T test, and regression analysis. For that, we have taken the improvement action. We have checked the fixed alignment with respect to actually the shift was found on y-axis by 1.2 mm. Up to 3 mm ring width variation found in straddle facing stage to axis of the spindle. So banjo pad correction completed with the y-axis shift. We have corrected the alignment between the spindle head and the fixture center at the straddle facing operation. This is the machine actual root cause for the ring width. You can see the turret head and also fixture. The turret head center as well as the fixture center alignment was missing. That we have corrected in the fixture as well as the turret, we have aligned it, and improvement action is taken in this machine. You can see the uneven cut before taking. Hello, sir, somebody is speaking. Sir, are you hearing?
Yeah.
We are able to hear.
Yeah.
Please go
proceed.
ahead.
Please proceed.
You can see the uneven cut just to indicate what is the actual problem at the straddle facing operation before taking the improvement actions. After the improvement, we have again 2 batches study we have taken and put it in the chart.
This is a validation step that we've done.
Yeah,
to check
yeah.
whether there's
One second,
an,
you have 5 more minutes to finish, so please.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
we're almost done. So here we'll check whether actually there is an improvement that has taken place. For that, we are again correlating the center shift value with the ring width.
Ring width.
So here we can see there is a reduction in the ring width, but the center shift value further needs to be reduced.
In batch 2, you can see maximum it is coming in the 1.2 only. That maximum point is 1.4 or 1.5 is the center shift value. Maximum we are getting there.
And therefore the ring width is also coming within the spec.
Within the specs. In addition to that, we have taken some more simultaneous improvements. Actually, they are measuring the leg length by using the vernier, and there is the gear slot on the housing. Sometimes they are missed out to calculate that gear slot area to that dimension they have to remove, and they have to calculate. So there is a to remove the confusion for the operator. We have provided the ring, that may reference ring, to check the leg length variation and to avoid confusion. Next. Also, you had introduced the probing system in the final boring operation to compensate the leg length. If any mismatch is there, small correction they can adjust. It can adjust automatically, and leg length will be taken care here, sir.
Now to check whether there's a control over the process, we've done the Monte Carlo simulation. That is, we've collected 30 numbers readings, and with those 30 numbers, we try to simulate for 1 million readings. If we produce 1 million or housings, how will be the response? How much rejection will be there? So based on that, what we understood is the PP was coming around to 2,900. So there is an improvement, and it will sustain. The center shift value will sustain. And this is done using the formula absolute of norm inverse, random function, and the mean and the standard deviation of the 30 samples that we collected is inputted.
Sir, also we have standardized this in by updating the control plans, and also fixture alignment frequency we have set once in a month. That also included in our checklist, and also all these things are standardized, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sanjeev, let me congratulate the entire team. The way you went up, a very important project you have taken up, and highly systematically you have gone in analysis clearly and arriving the solutions. So my compliments. And I want one question I would like to ask, but not Karthik. It is as any member. Okay. Monte Carlo simulation, how did you do? I don't want the slide to be shown. He can explain how it has been done. Any
Yes,
member?
sir. Yeah, this is Gopi Krishnan here. What we've done is we've collected 30 numbers. 30 numbers. We want to check whether the center shift value will sustain. So we've taken action for the center shift value, and then we've measured the center shift for 30 numbers. Then from the 30 samples, we've taken the standard deviation and the mean. And this is inputted into the normal inverse function formula. The normal inverse function does is it calculates the x value for a normal distribution. It predicts.
Hmm.
So in Excel we input it and we give it for 1 million readings.
Hmm.
Then from that 1 million readings, we check how many is going out of the spec.
Hmm.
Then we get the PPM.
No, correct. So what the final PPM you got it against your
That's
2150?
2,900.
2009, very close to that. Okay. One suggestion is you can
Yes,
also
sir.
do the process calculate in the beginning itself because it's a variable data what you had. And after implementation, again, how much you got it, that also you can think of.
Correct. I think actually what we've done is we've taken it under multivariate analysis itself. Multivariate
That's-
analysis itself, we'll be able to get the capability.
Okay. Thank you. So, Mohan,
Sir, myself, Siddhalinga Swami explained this presentation and logged on in with the Karthik name, sir.
Okay.
Acha.
Okay.
Okay.
My dear friends, it is an excellent project. The way you went about in measure phase and other things are really, really very good. Okay. But one simple thing, you are checking about the shift in the what is called axis and other thing. You could have, carried out some kind of a Gemba observation in the measure phase itself to identify all these problems. Why do you have gone to so much of thing? Did you carry out Gemba observation in your project?
Yeah, actually, we didn't know that center shift will be affecting ring width. So after the measure and analyze, once we understood that yes, ring width is related to center shift. That is after that only we came to this starting process. Center shift is actually done in the starting.
Also, when you are measuring the variation there at the process, what if your, could you check your measurement error at that point? Try to ensure these points
Yes.
in your future project, which will definitely support in a better way to your thing. You are actually the support Monte Carlo simulation. Okay, the way you have used the tools and all is really good, but simple Gemba observation will help you better. Okay.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Deeper Gemba observation will help you better. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.